Hi everyone, Mr. H here, and today we're going to talk about a new topic in music, and that's called tempo. Tempo means the speed of the music, as you can see from this handy chart here. So you'll notice a lot of the words that we're talking about today sound kind of silly, and that's because they're all, let me get my hair out of the way, yeesh, I'm sorry. Well, they're all in Italian. And that's just something that music has done just whenever they came up with a word to try and describe, the speed or how loud it is or anything like that, we use Italian words. I think the Italians were just the first people to write this stuff down, and everybody said, great, we'll take it from there. So if you're wondering why all these sound a little weird, it's because they're Italian, and you know some Italian words now, which is great. So tempo is the speed of the music. When we describe music, as musicians, we don't really say, oh, well, that music's fast or very fast or kind of slow. We have words like this below in this little poster that tell us the different speeds, the different tempos. So if we go from left to right, excuse me, we have the fastest to the slowest. So we're going to look at what I'm going to call, well, we're going to look at a little bit of all of them, actually, really quick. So if we start looking, it's kind of hard to see, but we have the big ones up on top, but then we also have the smaller ones here on the bottom. So on the very small, on the bottom left, we have prestissimo. Let's go ahead and say prestissimo. Ready? Prestissimo. Yeah, prestissimo means like super fast. It is the fastest music we got. After that, we have presto. I'm sure we've all said that before. Hey, presto, we found something. So presto means, really, really fast. As you can tell, you look at that guy there, he's spinning his legs really fast, looking at his clock. I guess he's late for a race. He's got to go really fast. That's presto. Now, underneath that one, the next one down, there's vivace. Can we all say vivace? Yeah, vivace, which literally means like lively or upbeat. So it's got to be kind of fast, really not super, super fast, but pretty fast. If it's lively, it's like, yeah, super dancing. Now, the next one after that is allegro. Can we all say allegro? Cool. So if we look at the guy now, he's slowed down a bit, but he's still like happily jumping, skipping. I see he's smelling a flower. He's got some hearts around him, so he's having a good day. So he's moving pretty fast. So that's allegro. It's fast. Allegro is fast. Now, if you look below that, you have allegretto, which is a little bit slower than allegro. So still moving pretty fast, but not fast. After that, there's andantino, which is slowing down even more. But then we get to andante. We see he's walking now. He's holding a bunch of flowers and he's walking. So andante is walking tempo. If you were just walking somewhere, not really super fast, but not really super slow, so you're just kind of chill and just walking everywhere, that's what andante is. If you hear music that's andante, it's not super fast, but it's not super slow either. It's a very calm tempo. Then after that, there's adagio. And if you can see, he's not moving so fast anymore. That flower's kind of dead. He's not looking too happy. I don't know about you, but when I'm kind of sad and not wanting to go anywhere, I'm not moving very fast at all. So adagio is kind of a slow moving tempo. After that, we get to larghetto, which is on the bottom there. That's even slower. Then we get to largo, which means very slow. Think of it this way. Think of something really big or large, like a really big cruise ship or a really big jumbo jet. They don't go very fast at all to begin with, and it takes a lot to get them going. So largo means very slow. And then at the very end, you see he's got that guy, he's got one of those little ankle weights on him, the little ball and chain thing, and he's super happy about that. That's grave. That is the slowest music we have. It is very, very slow. Maybe even sad too. So that's all the tempos we have in music. And there are a few other silly ones or some other terms that we have that we haven't really used, but just worry about these right now, especially what I'm going to call the big five: presto, allegro, andante, adagio, and grave. They are all the kind of the big five ones that we use. So we're going to listen to a piece of music now, and I'm going to skip ahead to the video and explain it. All right, this one is by a composer whose name is Vivaldi. Some of you may have heard of him. Most of you probably haven't. That's okay. It's kind of a thing. But he was another Italian composer from way back in the before me times, so a really long time ago. Now, he wrote a big piece of music called The Four Seasons. This is what we call a suite, which means it's made up of different parts. And this one has 4 parts, one for each season: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Well, we're almost in winter right now, so we're going to be listening to The Four Seasons Winter. Now, you're not going to actually see any instruments, but you are going to hear a lot of string instruments, so violin, viola, cello, things like that. But I also want you to pay attention to how fast the music's going. Remember, we talked about our tempos, so grave if it's really, really slow, or prestissimo or presto if it's really, really fast. I want you to listen to it for a little bit and see what we got. We're not going to listen to all of it. The song's like almost 9 minutes long. It's really, really long. And we don't have that kind of time. So we're only going to listen to maybe a couple minutes. I want you to get an idea for how fast it's going, and then we can talk about the tempos at the end. So here we go. Let's watch the dancing lights. They can help you. So we don't have time to do all of it. Stop. All right, so like I said, we didn't have time to do all of it, but that was most of it. Now let's stop and think, how fast do you think that was going? Or was it going fast at all? We look back at our tempo markings, if I get it to work. There it is. So, I mean, we can think of the guy that's moving on the speed here. If we were having him listen to that music, would he be grave? Would he be moving, you know, like he had a weight on him, barely moving at all? Nah, that music doesn't fit. What about adagio? You know, where he's kind of not really walking. He's walking really slow. Does that sound about right? No, that seems a little too slow too. What about andante? If he's walking, would he walk to that and feel like he's in time with the music? I think we're getting closer, but I still think he needs to go faster. What about allegro? You know, he's kind of up and dancing. He's really moving. Do you think that counts? It might. I think we're getting there. What about vivace? Remember, vivace means it's really lively. That sounded kind of lively. Do you see all those lights dancing around? That's a lot of life right there. Maybe even presto, where he's going really, really fast and he's running because he's hearing the music go really fast. So I think it's safe to say maybe we don't know all of the correct tempo, but we know it's something fast. I'd like to think that that music was kind of fast. I think you'll agree with me that too. All right, well, before we go, I'd like to think that maybe we can make a game out of this. Listen to a piece of music, any piece of music you want. It doesn't have to be, you know, anything fancy. Like this could be anything. Then think back to this chart and think which one of these pictures lines up with the speed or the tempo of the music. And then start using that word a lot. You know, I like this music because it's andante. I can walk to it. It seems fine. Or I like this music. It feels very allegro. It's very fast. Try doing things like that. All right, well, that is all the time we have for our lesson today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and we will be listening to a lot more music as we go through for the rest of the semester. But until then, have a good day. See you next time. Bye.